Hi, my name is Toby Pearlstein. I'm responsible for museum operations here at the Revere History Museum, which is under the aegis of the Revere Society for Historical and Cultural Preservation at 108 Beach Street in Revere, Mass. Today we have our open house for the holiday season, and we're celebrating a number of different things. First, the work of Norman Guttrow, who is a well-known artist who's done a number of prints of the city of Revere, which we also sell here in our gift shop, but we have on display in our exhibit rooms. We have, under normal circumstances, 16 exhibit spaces covering all different topics related to Revere, including the schools, city government, transportation, uniformed services, industry, and many others. We're currently only open to the public by appointment because we are undergoing a major series of interior upgrades. So if you'd like to visit the museum at some point, please contact us at rschpmuseum@comcast.net. We also have a welcome blanket program going on, which takes place on the first Saturday of each month, where people are creating quilts and afghans and other types of blankets to be presented to new immigrant families in the city. We're part of a nationwide welcome blanket program, and we're happy to be involved with that. We also have recently gone up on Amazon Smiles program, so if you would like to donate monies to the Historical Society, you can use Amazon by signing up through their Smile program and designate the Revere Society for Cultural and Historical Preservation as the donee of the segment of your spending that will come to the museum, and that will really help us. We are currently an all-volunteer organization, so if you're interested in the history of Revere and you're interested in learning how to be in a museum and work in a museum, you can help us with all kinds of back office types of activities. We'd be happy to have you. Just email us a note and we'll put you on our volunteer list. Thank you very much, and we look forward to seeing you at the Revere History Museum, 108 Beach Street in Revere, Mass.
Okay, this picture here is the old gas company over on Railroad Avenue. I would say it's about probably the turn of the century. If you look at the picture, we have horses and wagons, cars, telephone poles, the antennas on buildings. So you can see the complete change. It's an amazing picture. It was donated to the society here probably about 10 years ago.
Good afternoon. Hi, my name is Bob Upton. I'm the president of the Revere Society for Cultural and Historic Preservation. We're here at the Revere History Museum with Carol Guttrow, Janice Guttrow, and Joanne Guttrow, the daughters of Norman Guttrow, the well-known, well-noted, and well-loved Norman Guttrow, the Revere artist. Much of Revere has seen Norman Guttrow's artwork throughout the different locations within the city, within the museum, some of the businesses on the beach as well. You know, Norman Guttrow is very well known in this community. That name is well known in the community, and with certainly in relation to the rich history of Revere and Revere Beach. And it's beautiful artwork. We have been blessed by the Guttrow family making their artwork available to us. Norman has always been a generous man anyway, really a talented, generous guy, and you know, a good friend too. But you know, the family is, Carol's come down from Maine. Yes. Janice, where are you from?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island? Joanne? Saugus, okay, that's pretty easy. Your dad also did the image of the Saugus Ironworks, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's nice to have you here, and unfortunately, I know your brother Norman passed this past year, within the last year, correct?
Yes, in June.
Yeah, another very talented individual, an author as well. I know you're a great photographer yourself, Carol, and you know, the family, the Guttrow family is wonderful people. They've been good friends for many years. Your mom was a sweet, lovely lady as well, and they've always welcomed me into their home. But, it's really a great turnout here. If I could, I'd like to ask Carol to say a few words, and if the other sisters would like to say a few words about their dad, his artwork, and maybe about the museum, that would be nice too. But before we go to that, I want to say that through the generosity of the Guttrow family, we've created a set of note cards. 5 note cards. For a package of 5 note cards, it's $10. A good portion of those proceeds will go right here to the Revere History Museum. And it's really a nice set of 5 different images. 5 different images of Norman's artwork. They're beautiful. They're going to be nice note cards. Someone will send you a very special message with these note cards of Revere Beach images. They're really beautiful. But Carol, if you wouldn't mind, please say a few words about your dad and his talents, and a little bit about him, if you would.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know my dad would be smiling from heaven right now, knowing that we were all here celebrating his artwork and all the friends, family that are here. And he was, like you said, he was a wonderful guy. He was the best father, people could ever have. And he taught us a lot about just the beauty of the world and seeing the beauty. And, I also do artwork, and he's taught me tons of things. I could take 1,000,000 classes and not learn what he has taught me as far as art. But, and we thank you for doing all the work, for putting this together and inviting us. And this makes our hearts happy.
That's great to hear. Thank you.
Yes, my dad would be honored to see this today. There's nothing he liked more than talking about his paintings and explaining them to everyone. And he appreciated this museum too. He appreciated everything the Revere Historical Society was doing to preserve everything about Revere, because he loved this city. He really did, and that's where he brought us all up. They owned a home on Fenner Street for, 55 years?
56.
56 years. So Revere's been a very big part of our lives, and we appreciate it a lot.
Thank you. I want to agree with them about his love of the city and how much you have honored him. We're very pleased with that. He was a great dad. I can remember he was so good, because I would come home and say to him, "Dad, I need a poster for a dance." And he'd say, "When do you need it?" I said, "Tomorrow." And he would just go up to his studio and produce it for me. So he was the best dad in the whole world.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you all for your kind words. We speak so much about your dad and how important he was in the establishment of this Revere History Museum. And as I said, our dear friend, Mr. Peter McCauley, and your dad, those 2 gentlemen have done so much to preserve and promote this rich history of Revere. But I know I mentioned your mom earlier on. In my mind, it was difficult for me to recall her name, and I know it's Rose. And she was so sweet, so welcoming to me. Whenever I came to your home, when your dad invited me to his studio, they'd oftentimes offer me a cup of tea to sit with them at the table. And just very, very nice people. It's just such a great thing for us here at the Revere History Museum and all of our volunteers that are here today to have the Guttrow family with us. And thank you very, very much for being with us today.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.